Hey everybody, it's Shannon with Swamp Stalker Outdoors. I'm out checking some traps. I've been doing a little hog trapping for a lady. She's got some wild hogs coming in tearing up her pastures, and I've been out checking traps, and I noticed I got a pretty good hog in one of my traps. So I'm gonna ride back there and give y'all a look and see what these wild hogs are all about. So it's a pretty good size one, and stay tuned and we'll check it out. Sorry it's bumpy. I'm trying to go back here and get to it. So let's check this thing out. You can see it right there in the trap. Let me get out. Hear that thing cutting? That one there means business. That's a good haul. That's an 8-foot trap. Hang on. So what y'all think about that one? That's a good haul right there. That joker means business too. You hear him cutting? What he's doing is he's sharpening up his teeth. He's wanting to get a hold of me, but I'm gonna take care of him. He ain't getting hold of me, that's for sure. All right, we got this pig out of the trap, and we got him to the house, and it turns out that it's a bar hog. So somebody had already castrated this thing, and so it ought to be pretty good eating. It's been castrated for a long time, obviously, but let me turn around so you can see what it looks like. Got them hung up. I just got done washing them, trying to get some of the dirt off of them. So it's been about a week since I caught that hog in a trap. I haven't been working on this video a whole lot. This wasn't really a planned video. So as you can tell, I'm in a different shirt, and I'm not in my typical, work uniform. So anyways, I just want to touch base on this, with this video and talk about it a little bit. This really isn't one of my typical videos I do. I tend to do, cinematic videos and, just showing little experiences, that I have, and me and my buddies, and some of our trips that we go on, or just things that we do. And so this is just one of those things that the lady was having problems with wild hogs coming in her yard, and she boards horses, so she has some horse pastures, and she has customers that pay good money to keep their horses there. Well, these hogs been coming in and tearing up her pastures and just rooting them all up. And as you can see in the video, as I was driving back, that was some of the old rooting, that they tore up. They rooted around and just getting acorns and bugs and whatnot out of the ground. So that's why it was bumpy video. But I didn't really plan on doing that video. it was just something that last minute I figured, well, you know what? Hey, I'm here. It's something I'll do. You know, it's not something I typically do. I very rarely ever trap. I used to do some wild hog trapping, and but I haven't done it in a long time. And I had the trap sitting in the backyard, and she called and wanted to know, hey, you know, can you help me out? So I said, you know what? Yeah, you know, let's go drop a couple traps and see what we can do for her. So anyways, we did, and I trapped that hog for about a month, and I figured it was only one hog because there wasn't a whole lot of rooting, and I just figured it was old boar hog, you know, because usually they tend to travel by themselves. And come to find out, I'd actually caught that hog probably a week before last, and he was in one of my smaller traps that I built. And the ladies have been out there, and one of the workers, they went out there and seen that we had a hog and trap, and so they were watching it, you know, and it was getting all aggressive, and it ended up, long story short, it ended up picking up the trap and rolling it and getting out. So, you know, I figured, well, you know, the story was, you know, oh, it's a great big hog, you know, this big around and big teeth like this, and I said, well, you know, okay, I hope so. Well, I ended up catching them again, you know, last week. And when I seen them, you know, I wasn't expecting them, you know, because usually once you trap them once, you know, they tend to get kind of smart on a trap. But this guy messed up, and he went in the trap, and he went in actually my bigger trap that I had made out of old hay bale feeder, and we got him. So, you know, it's just, you know, one of them things that, like I said, I don't typically do, but it worked out to my benefit because, you know, I talked about in a video that, you know, it was a bar hog. Well, usually a lot of guys, you know, who hunt hogs, or, you know, they'll catch them boar hogs and they'll castrate them, and then they'll turn them loose. And sometimes they'll notch their ear, so, you know, if they come across them in the wild again, that, you know, they know that, you know, that's a bar hog. We already castrated it. So if it's gotten a lot bigger, you know, and it takes that gamey, real strong, nasty male taste out, and they'll go ahead and harvest it. So it worked to my benefit. You know, I caught it, and actually I took it to the butcher already. I usually do them myself, but it was such a good hog that, you know, typically I don't catch big wild males like that. I raise some domestic pigs on my own, and I usually just keep those. But, you know, it worked out good that, you know, that we got this one, and even the butcher talked about how, you know, that hog had probably had a source of bread or something like that with grains, because the fat was real white colored, and it just typically wasn't your typical hog. So I don't know if, you know, it was in somebody's yard at one point and got loose, or, you know, or what, but that hog, he was real aggressive. I'd done some more videoing, and I thought I had pressed record on the phone, so, you know, I didn't get as good a video as I usually do. Most of the stuff I shoot with is my phone, but like I said, that hog was trying to get out of that trap, and I wanted to make sure he didn't get out, because, you know, that trap, I'd already felt bad because the hog got loose once, and I didn't want him to get smart and not go back in the trap, because then this, you know, would have been an ongoing problem with his hog. He would have been tearing up his lady's yard. Anyways, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do, because we're coming out with new videos all the time, and I've got some pretty big plans, and some things coming up that we're going to be doing, and hopefully I'll get some good video. And anyways, you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram also. I do a lot of pictures and photography and stuff like that too. So, all right, well, like I said, this is wrap it up for today, and I hope you enjoy. So, catch you on the next video.